Good day everyone, welcome, and today we will be discussing angle of elevation. Angle of elevation. Now angle of elevation is the angle formed between the horizontal line and the line of sight when an observer look upward at an object. In simple terms, it is the angle you look up to see something above your eye level, and it is simply represented in the diagram as shown on the screen. Now we have one example on angle of elevation. It states that a ladder 9 meter long lean against a vertical wall, making an angle of 64 degrees with the horizontal ground. Calculate to one decimal place how far the foot of the ladder is from the wall. Now our very first step is to represent this in a diagram, and doing so we get the diagram as shown on the screen. Now as you can see, our ladder which is leaning on our wall is 9 meter, and the distance from the foot of the ladder to the wall is represented by y. Now from our trigonometric ratio, we know that cos theta is equals to adjacent all over hypotenuse. So using cos, this will be cos 64 degree will be equals to y, which is our adjacent, divided by our hypotenuse, which is 9. Cos multiplying, y will be equals to 9 cos 64, which makes y to be equals to 9 times cos 64 is 0.4384, which will be equals to 3.9453. Our next question states that when an aeroplane is 800 meters above the ground, its angle of elevation from a point P on the ground is 30 degrees. How far is the plane from P by the line of sight? Now representing this in a diagram, we get the diagram as shown on the screen. And for our trigonometric ratio, the one that fits this question is going to be sine, because we know our opposite, which is 800 meters, and our hypotenuse is our unknown, which is k. So sine 30 will be equals to 800 divided by k, and we know that sine 30 is equals to 1 over 2, so 1 over 2 will be equals to 800 divided by k, and cross multiplying, k will be equals to 800 times 2, which is 1600 meters, and our final answer is D. We have another question that states that the angle of elevation of S from Y is equals to 30 degrees. If SY is equals to 40 meters, how high is S above the level of Y? And we're given the option. Now representing this in diagram, we get the diagram as shown on our screen. Now our unknown, which is K, is the opposite. And from our trigonometric ratio, we are going to be using sine theta, which is equals to opposite over hypotenuse, because we know our hypotenuse to be 40 meters. So substituting, sine 30 degree will be equals to k divided by 40, and sine 30 is equals to 1 over 2. So 1 over 2 will be equals to k divided by 40. Cross multiplying, 2k will be equals to 40, and dividing both sides by 2, k will be equals to 40 over 2, which is equals to 20 meters. We have another question that states that if the shadow of a pole 7 meters high is equal to half its length, what is the angle of elevation of the sun correct to the nearest degree? Now our pole is 7 meters, which means if the shadow is half of that, the shadow will be 7 divided by 2, which is 3.5. Now representing this in a diagram, we get the diagram as shown on the screen. We have our opposite, which is 7 meters, and our adjacent, which is 3.5 meters. Now the trigonometric ratio that fits this will be tan theta, which is equals to opposite over adjacent. So substituting, tan theta will be equals to 7 divided by 3.5. Now 7 divided by 3.5 is 2. So tan theta will be equals to 2, and theta will be equals to arc tan 2, which makes theta to be equals to 63.43. And approximating to the nearest degree, theta will be approximately 63 degrees. Here are some exercises for you to try your hands on at home. And for more insights on this topic, you can check out our Hidden Facts Further Mathematics textbook. You can get the hard copy in bookshops or If you are interested in the soft copy, you can get it at the website on the bottom of the screen. Thank you.